Do you want to learn how to program the best settings for a dual tank water softener that utilizes the Clack WS1 valve? There's many advantages to having a dual tank water softener, but the programming compared to a single tank water softener is totally different. Maybe you've recently invested in one of our Hume dual tank water softeners and you just want to confirm the settings. If you want to learn the best settings for a Clack WS1 valve on a dual tank water softeners, I'm going to show you starting right now. Hi, I'm Gary the Water Guy, and I simplify water filtration to help you conquer crappy water for your family. This video is for the do-it-yourselfer, plumber, water filtration specialist that wants to learn all of my techniques, tips, and tricks on how to properly program a Clack WS1 valve dual tank water softener. Although many of the settings are the same as for our single tank water softeners, there's definitely some differences for the dual tank water softeners. I'm going to go over all the settings with you, and I'm also going to show you all the settings you definitely don't want to touch. Whenever you invest in a Hume dual tank water softener, there's some initial settings that you definitely need to set up right from the beginning. We typically ask you for your hardness when you're ordering the dual tank systems so that we can set that up right from the factory, but by following along today you can confirm that they have been set up correctly for you. Also keep in mind that when you first power up any Clack WS1 valve that you leave it plugged in for at least 24 hours so that any programming changes you made can be saved into its memory. So as I've mentioned, our Hume dual tank water softeners use the Clack WS1 CC valve, but there's lots of other companies out there that also use the Clack WS1 valve. Companies like Nelson, Viqua, Water Depot. How do you know if yours is a Clack valve or not? Well, don't look at the faceplate. The faceplate really isn't a giveaway because there's different shapes of faceplate, different configurations of the buttons on the front. Some are 4 buttons, some are 5 buttons, some are 5 button in a row. But what you need to do is you need to look at the back of the valve from here back. So the first tell is the bypass. Now there's different manufacturers out there that have these red handles. It's not the fact that they have the red handles, it's the fact that they're pointy on one end and shaped like the feathers of an arrow at the other end. And so that's definitely a Clack tell. Another tell is that this round disc on the top, the cap for the injector, is on the top. Also, it has these E-clips down here that hold on the drain elbow and the brine elbow. That's how you can identify whether yours is a Clack valve or not. And if yours is a Clack valve, everything we talk about here today applies. So this is what our Hume dual tank water softeners look like. I don't have room for that here in the studio to show you today, but I'm going to be showing you on a single tank. But again, the settings I'm showing you are definitely for a dual tank. And by the way, if you're considering investing in a Hume dual tank water softener, you can go to our websites, either waterestore.com in the United States or waterestore.ca in Canada. I'll put a link in the description down below. So before we go any further, you definitely need to know how a water softener works. If you don't, check out my video. I'll put a link in the description down below. And if you're looking for a manual for your Clack valve dual tank water softener, what you can do is you can remove the faceplate by pulling on the tabs on each side. And if you look down inside here, you can see there's a QR code. If you scan that QR code with your smartphone, it'll take you right to a basic manual. Now, if you're looking for a more detailed manual, I've got links to those. I'll put them in the description down below. So why would you need a dual tank water softener anyway? Isn't a single tank water softener good enough? Well, for most folks it definitely is. But in certain circumstances, like if you need soft water 24/7, like it's a coffee shop or a 24-hour donut shop or something like that. Also in situations where you're feeding another piece of equipment and it could be running 24 hours at any point during 24 hours a day, like a whole house or a commercial reverse osmosis system. Another scenario is if your water is extremely hard. If you have a hardness of 40 or higher, definitely a dual tank is the way to go. Because at no point do you ever want to have any hard water get past there, because what happens is if the water softener is regenerating, it's offline, and then you run some hot water or something like that, it's going to definitely put a lot of hot water in that hot water tank of yours, which you definitely don't want if your water is super hard. All right, so let's start by talking about what do the buttons do. Set clock, so that's for setting the time. So the hours flash when you click the button. You need to go all the way around to switch it between AM and PM. And by the way, AM and PM is a little difficult to see in the top right-hand corner here. If you have trouble seeing it, pull off the faceplate. It's a little bit easier that way. Press set clock again, the minutes flash. And again, you can change them by the up or the down arrows. Set clock again, and the current time is set. Next, takes it from the next cycle, from each of the different cycles. So next, it shows the gallons per minute flow rate. So this is the actual amount of water that's flowing through this unit at this moment of time. So there's 0.0 gallons per minute. But if you run some water in your home, you'll see the flow rate there. Press next again, gives you your gallons capacity. Now that's going to change a little bit, and you'll see when we get a little bit further on into the programming. And then regen. So regen is to automatically regenerate the system. So you can press regen once and it'll set regen today at the regen time. Now again, this is going to be a dual tank. So you can't set it that way, because what happens, it's going to automatically regenerate when it runs out of capacity. Can you still manually regenerate it right now? Sure you can. You can press that button, hold it down for 5 seconds, and it'll automatically regenerate. Why would you want to do that? Well, maybe you ran out of salt or something like that and you ran out of its capacity. You can pour salt in, give it a little bit of time for the water to absorb the salt, and then push the button, hold it down, and manually regenerate it. And the up or the down arrows, they change the settings that are currently on the screen to the next setting in line. And by the way, if you ever see the word softening flashing on the screen up here, that tells you that water's flowing through the water softener and it's metering how much water you're using. Now, if you try to get into the programming and you're pressing the buttons and nothing's happening, specifically if you're pressing the next and the down button and nothing is happening, that tells you that your valve is locked. So to unlock it, you just press the down, the next, the up, and the set clock. And now I've switched to locked. So to unlock it, that same sequence changes it to unlock, and now we can get in to do the programming. So one of the differences with a dual tank water softener compared to a single tank with the Clack valve is that the dual tank will have a cable plugged in here, and that controls a MAV, M-A-V, and that controls which side of the water softener is actually softening the water and which side is currently regenerating. So the first thing we need to check or adjust in the programming is to make sure that the valve knows that it's connected to a dual tank system. So to do that, you press the next and the down button once, hold it down, and then when the screen changes, press it again. Again, the same 2 buttons, next and down. All right, and then this comes up here. So for a dual tank system, it should say 1.0 T, and that will look like this. See, 1.0 kind of looks like a T. So for a dual tank, you'll need to set it up as that. Now, because I don't have a cable connected to that MAV, that setting on here, for this exact example, I can't leave it set at that, because otherwise it'll give me an error code 106. And that also tells you, if you start the programming and you start getting an error code 106, make sure that that cable is connected to that MAV connection. And then press next. So you want to have it alt off, next, DP off. First cycle is backwash. Second cycle is down brine. Now again, if yours aren't the same as what I'm showing you here, you would just change it with these up or the down buttons until you get what's shown on the screen here. 3 is the backwash, 4 is rinse, and 5 is the fill cycle. And then you get to the end. Make sure it says 6 end. That's important. It says end. If not, you would change it with this, right? End. And then you're back to the time again. So now we need to do a bit of arithmetic. Don't worry, it's all easy stuff. So first of all, we need to know how many cubic feet of media we have in each tank. So we're going to use an example of a 60,000 grain dual tank water softener. So for 60,000, we need to divide that by 30,000. So 60,000 divided by 30,000 is 2. So that tells us that each tank has 2 cubic feet of media. If it was 90,000, it'd be 90,000 divided by 30,000 would be 3, right? So in our example here, so remember that number, 2 cubic feet of media. Then we have to calculate the compensated hardness. So for compensated hardness, we take the hardness, which is 24, but then we have to compensate for any iron in the water. So in this example, we have 0.5 parts per million of iron. So for each 1 part per million of iron, we have to add 5 grains per gallon to the hardness number. Well, again, in this example, we have half a part per million of iron, so half of 5 is approximately 3. We're rounding up. So 24 plus 3 is 27 compensated grains per gallon of hardness. So then we need to calculate the capacity. So the capacity is 24,000 times the cubic feet of each tank. So 24,000 times 2 cubic feet. So that tells us we have 48,000 is the grains capacity of each tank. And then we need to go to calculate the gallons per regeneration. So to do that, we divide the total capacity per tank by the hardness in grains per gallon. So in our example here, the capacity of each tank is 48,000. We're going to divide that by 27, the compensated hardness, and we get 1,777. So we multiply 1,777 by 0.9 to make sure we're getting the efficiency we need. So it gives us 1,600 gallons of capacity. So we're going to set the capacity to 1,600, and when we get to the regen, we're going to set that to on 0. Great, so let's use the numbers we've just calculated to program this valve. So we'll start by pressing the next and the down button, hold it for a few seconds until the screen changes, and then let go. So you're only going to do it once this time, and then you press next. So the first backwash is going to be 8 minutes. If yours isn't, you just use it with the up or the down arrows to change it to 8, then press next. So it's down brine, it's set for 60 minutes, press next. Second backwash is 8 minutes. So after the brine has gone through the water softener, you're going to backwash that out for 8 minutes, press next. And then the rinse is 4, press next. So the pounds of salt. So the pounds of salt is 10 pounds for every cubic foot. So because we've got 2 cubic feet here, we're going to change this to 20. So again, you use the up arrow, you go to 20, 20, and go to next. So then it's the capacity. So remember we talked about the capacity was 48,000. So we can move this up to 48,000. And then press next. So is it going to regenerate auto? No, we have to change this at this point. So we use the up arrow. And this is where we're going to set the gallons. So remember we calculated 1,600 gallons? And then over here it's flashing in the corner that it's normal. Well, we don't want to have it normal. We want to change this. So again, we're going to set this to on 0, because what we want to do is once it's used up those 1,600 gallons, it's going to go all the way down to 1,600 gallons, and then from there it's going to switch to the other tank. Press next, salt off, press next, and we're done. So what's going to happen now with these program settings is that once it's used up that 600 gallons of capacity on the one side, it's going to switch over to the other side. So you continue on having soft water, but the first side is going to be regenerating while you have soft water coming from the second side. So to get maximum efficiency and long life out of your dual tank water softener, they need to be programmed correctly. The other thing I recommend is get a surge suppressor. It'll definitely help and make sure that any power fluctuations won't mess up the circuit board in there. Click up here for my next video on water softeners. I'll see you there. Any questions or comments, please add them down below.